What's up, Fortnite fanatics? Toy Insanity here with yet another Fortnite Friday. Something new has hit this scene. Moose dropped out of that Fortnite game, and Jazwares is right there to pick it up. Pick up the slack for this price point, this size and scale. We got a lot to talk about. First of all, same price, $6 a piece. Well, these started at $5. They started at $5 a piece, but inflation, $6 a piece. And they're articulated. You see this little image. A lot of posable micro articulation. That's going to be good, because that was, if you look back, Moose figures first came out December 2018. That was my complaint. That was surely the complaint of many. No, honestly, that's not my biggest complaint about these, because they do often have articulation at the shoulders and the neck. So 3 points. I think 3 points is honestly fine. My complaint was the weird discrepancy with their sculpting. Like, some were so much taller than others, and the fact that they all weren't flat-footed. These two, I don't mind. I don't like that this guy's always up on one leg. But anyway, okay. Next thing I noticed is harvesting tools. Lack of harvesting tools and lack of any kind of stand. You ain't gotta open a pack to see that. There's no checklist, no master checklist, no this is the wave 1 checklist, except the cross sell on the back. Now you think about these, you're like, okay, well, you go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. They don't show the guy in it, so that would be 12. But if you look close, if you look very close, some packs are showing Man Cake, while other packs are showing Raptor. All the rest are the same. All the rest check out. So that's showing 13 already. My target had 6. I got these 3 plus another 3. I do not currently have Peely and Tomato Head, for example. Maybe all 12 came and then someone else bought the more interesting 6. We're obviously opening. This is the first look. We're opening these 3 because we have one-to-one comparison. We can run through this real quick. Recruit, Red Knight, Tomato Head, Dark Voyager, Loop Breaker, Battlehound, Carbide, Zoe, Love Ranger, Peely. His name's not Loop Breaker. 0. Peely. I wish I could have started this off with Peely. Man Cake, the cake with no name. Well, you literally just named him Man Cake. Plus the guy in the pack, codename ELF. Elf. And then, like I said, the one more not shown, Raptor. Okay. Posable. No stand. And no figure number. Okay? I would just number the figures from the start. Let me double check. They're on the side. Okay, good. I'm glad they thought of this. They did not consult me, but they should have, because I would have recommended. I would have done it exactly like this, except I would have provided instead of weapons, always consistently, because this guy has a harvesting tool, but that was never consistent with moves. I think the consistent thing, like they do in their 4-inch figures, for the vast most part, is harvesting tool over weapon. Undoubtedly, there's going to be play sets and vehicles. This line could get huge. I would have recommended this. You notice they don't say 100 figures to collect. They don't just start you off, because a lot of people see that number and they're like, nope, absolutely nope. But 12 at a time, $6 a piece. A lot of people are going to get behind these just because of the posability. I remember that first video, December 2018, I was like, man, I wish these were flat-footed and had more articulation like Mega Bloks figures, Mega Bloks Halo, for example. All right, the articulation is great, as expected. Well, we got to kind of look at the faces. That's what I'm talking about. Height looks exact on these, because once you bend his knees a little bit, like homeboy here, the height is going to be the same with this example. Now, his face is a little bigger. His head's a little bigger. It's a little more Chiba-fied. Okay, and then no master checklist, no harvesting tool, but he does come with this one gun. Yeah, overall, these are going to be nicer. Sorry, Moose, but I did want to point out, since I did realize the figure numbers are over here. So this is going to be 6. This is going to be 7. Well, they do weird numbering on variants. That's another thing I hated about the Moose figures. The LEs had separate numbering. Whenever they did like a metallic variant or something, it just had an M. It had like no effective number. Okay. This line could get huge. Oh, by the way, it's literally freezing today. It might snow. So yeah. My blue glove fingers are frozen. Point is, moreover, the packs are super brittle because of the cold. I'm going to dip inside real quick to pose these. Also, that's the next thing. That's the next absolute thing. Are they compatible with these stands? Because you know what? At the end of the day, I have so many of these freaking... No. You know what I think it's going to be, though? I think it's going to be compatible with the 4-inch stand. Okay, I'm going to go grab one of those. Yeah, see, okay, here's what I need to show you. Okay, this is the Moose. See, this hole here, see how I had to put it backwards as far as the V? Because this one's filled in with plastic or glue. Let's check the copyright too. This says Moose, China, Epic Games. No year. Let's see if this has... But my point is the plug port on the foot is bigger. Number 6, the numbering's on the figure too. Number 7, number 6. Good touch, good touch. Okay. So I'm not even going to be mad given current price points and inflation. I'm not going to be mad that they did not create stands. Look how brittle that plastic was. Whoa. And figure number 8. Okay. But yeah. I'm going to put them, I have a feeling. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to be mad that there's no stands included. As long as they fit on those wooden looking stands, the same stands the 4-inchers use. This is going to turn out to be dope. And this is, of course, Battlehound. Okay. Oh, they're going to look like cute little children of the 4-inch figures. Okay. Are you happy with the choices they started us with? Okay, I'm surprised. Skull Trooper is right here from the drop. Okay, I'm gonna go get some of those stands, and we're gonna still look at them 1-to-1, giving these 3 thumbs up, frozen thumbs up, BRB. All right, they give it the thumbs up. It's Moose versus Jazwares with their new minis. Again, they should have had a cool name: minis, micros, anything. I gotta tell you, it seemed like I was willing to give them a pass for their $6 price point if they were compatible with these stands. Now you think, by the way they're standing, they're compatible. They are not compatible. They're possibly serviceable. The weird thing is, of the 3 figures, let me show you. I went ahead and got Battlehound 4-inch. He came off the stand too. All right. The 4-inch figures and the Moose figures, the plug ports in the feet are both smaller than these little dudes. These have the biggest holes in the feet. So I think for $6, I wish they had harvesting tools, bing, instead of guns. And for $6, they needed to provide some kind of stand. Just a little stand. Smaller than that, a little stand like Halo Mega Blocks. $6 each on these things. Okay, but that was kind of my complaint about Moose, is that there were so many that you really couldn't stand up without the stand, because they put them in these weird, dynamic, like jumping or dancing positions. So I like the pose ability, and I don't like the stand. I think, also, let's compare this guy's size. Jazwares 4-inch and the new Jazwares. We'll compare each to each. Since let's say you're gonna do interesting poses with these, you might need stands more than ever. So a lot of the Moose figures, you were forced to use these stands just to get them to stand up. I didn't really mess with the knee articulation much. It's so cold, my thumb is numb. And then backlings. Where's any backlings? I think, man, these needed harvesting tools and maybe backlings too for the price. I'm going to say something, maybe controversial here. I think given these three examples, I like these 3 figures in Moose better than the new 3 figures in Jazwares. But it is a fresh start. We have potential now to do something wildly consistent. So it kind of is going to depend at the end of the run. If these get up to 100, again, that's $600 at least. Okay, because we don't know if they're going to end up doing chase figures. We don't know if they're going to do $100 play sets where you get only like 2 or 3 or 4 figures. Man, play sets. Multi-packs could be nice because they could drop the price per figure to 5 or even 4. But man, I feel like they're going to kill us with variant chase figures, and they're going to break your bank with play sets and vehicles. I don't want all these play sets. I just want consistently good-looking figures that are all the same height, don't have weird poses. So I think ultimately this could be the better line. It's going to depend what characters they choose and how big the set gets. I do love that they numbered. Not only do the figures have a number, because remember another thing with Moose. We were 20 or 30 figures deep before the first checklist even started showing up in the packaging. And then they wanted the metallics and they wanted the chase figures and the LEs to be some separate numbering. So we're getting a numbering system from the start. This is figures 6, 7, and 8. I think when all is said and done, and there's 100 of these little Jazwares figures, I think it's going to be the better line. And again, we need some kind of stand. How are they going to reconcile the stands, the lack of harvesting tools, the lack of backblings? There's a lot to still be shown and explored from Jazwares. By the way, the paint apps are completely comparable. I think the printing, at least with this example, looks a little better on the Jazwares figure. So I think the face looks basically equal in quality on him and him. All right, that's the deal. Maybe, okay. It is what it is. First look. Okay. At the end of the day, the gold standard for Fortnite collecting is the Jazwares 4-inch. Did we really need another Jazwares series just because Moose dropped out? And isn't it also weird to mention once again, it seems like Hasbro's taking over one of the Jazwares lines, the 6-inch Victory series. We'll see how much they invest in these little dudes. Otherwise, you know, the best of the best. Just keep up with them 4-inchers. Okay, I'm Tony Sandy. Thumbs up. Bye.